Welcome back, fellow Genoa City obsessives. Today is a beautiful, shadowy day to dive into the darkest, most closely guarded secrets of our favorite families. Pull up a chair, lean in close, and make sure no one is listening, because what we are about to discuss will change everything you thought you knew. We are completely addicted to the twists and turns of this universe, and today, I have a secret that will make your heart race. Did you know that the great and powerful Victor Newman is currently orchestrating one of the most terrifying, flawlessly executed corporate illusions in the history of Genoa City? Let me whisper a little secret to you. The overwhelming amount of evidence currently threatening to bury Phyllis Summers, Cane Ashby, and Billy Abbott is entirely, flawlessly fabricated. It is a digital ghost story, spun from the cold, calculating algorithms of an artificial intelligence program that Victor has weaponized to reclaim Newman Enterprises. He is sitting in his leather chair at the ranch, completely satisfied, believing he has played God and won. But something that few people notice is that playing God always leaves a trail, and Victor's arrogance might just be his ultimate undoing. Come closer, because this is where the web gets incredibly tangled. You see, Victor did not just create these fake emails and simulated financial trails for his own amusement. He used them as the ultimate blackmail material against Phyllis. He demanded that she hand over the Summers conglomerate or face the wrath of the federal government. But Phyllis, in all her fiery, stubborn glory, called his bluff. And this is the part that kept me awake at night. Victoria Newman, fueled by her own relentless ambition and absolute blind faith in her father's digital weapon, actually took that fabricated evidence and marched it straight into the office of the newly reinstated district attorney, Christine Romalotti. Victoria handed over forged documents to a federal prosecutor. Let that sink in for a moment. The sheer hubris is intoxicating, isn't it? But every action has a devastating reaction, and the collateral damage of Victor's digital masterpiece is about to shatter lives. Listen closely to what is about to happen in the coming weeks. The spoilers for the week of May 4th to the 8th paint a picture so tragic it will leave you breathless. The authorities, armed with Victor's fake AI evidence, are going to make their move. Cane Ashby, a man who was finally stepping into the light of redemption, is going to be publicly and brutally arrested right in the middle of the Genoa City Athletic Club. Imagine the scene with me, if you will. The soft clinking of crystal glasses, the low murmur of the wealthy elite, the ambient lighting of the GCC, and then the harsh, unforgiving intrusion of the Genoa City Police Department. They will slap cold steel handcuffs onto Cane's wrists, reading him his rights for corporate crimes he never committed. And standing right there, witnessing this absolute nightmare unfold in real time, will be Lily Winters. The look of sheer, unadulterated horror on Lily's face is something that will haunt our screens. She will watch the man she once loved, the man who holds the literal key to her family's survival, being dragged away like a common criminal. And this is the part that kept me awake at night, the truly agonizing twist of fate that makes us so addicted to this drama. Did you know that Cane's arrest is not just a legal inconvenience? It is a death sentence for Malcolm Winters. Let me whisper the tragic reality of Malcolm's situation. He is lying in a sterile hospital bed, his body failing him as a plastic anemia ravages his system. He desperately, urgently needs a bone marrow transplant. For weeks, Lily has watched her family members get tested. Devin was not a match. Nate was not a match. The twins were not a match. The biological clock was ticking down to zero, and hope was bleeding out of the Winters family. And then Cane Ashby stepped up. In a beautiful, desperate act of grace, Cane volunteered to be tested, and against all odds, he was the perfect match. He was the golden ticket. He was supposed to fly to New York, undergo the painful extraction procedure, and save Malcolm's life. But Victor Newman's fake AI emails just slammed the door shut on Malcolm's survival. The moment those handcuffs click around Cane's wrists, the transplant is delayed. It might even be cancelled entirely. The cruelty of this timing is so profound, it feels almost suffocating. Lily is going to be pushed to the absolute edge of her sanity, realizing that her father is going to die because of a fabricated corporate war between Victor Newman and Phyllis Summers. But something that few people notice about Lily Winters is that when she is pushed into a corner, she does not just cry, she goes to war. The desperation to save her father will ignite a fire inside her that Genoa City has rarely seen. She knows, deep in her bones, that Cane is innocent of this specific corporate espionage. She knows Phyllis drugged him to steal Chancellor, making Cane a victim, not a mastermind. So Lily is going to assemble a war room. She is going to rally her fiercely protective brother, Devin Hamilton Winters, her medically brilliant cousin, Nate Hastings, and the newest, most unexpected wild card in the family deck, Holden Novak. Let me tell you a secret about this newly formed alliance. It is going to be fraught with intense, suffocating tension. Devin, blinded by his historical hatred and toxic paranoia regarding Cane, will likely struggle to see past his own vindictive satisfaction. Devin has been waiting for Cane to fall, but Lily will have to forcefully remind him that Cane's fall means Malcolm's death. Nate will bring the clinical urgency, reminding them all that Malcolm's bone marrow is deteriorating by the hour. But the true savior of this story, the piece of the puzzle that no one saw coming, is Holden Novak. Holden, the newly discovered half-brother, the outsider looking for a place to belong, is about to step into the digital battlefield. Did you know that artificial intelligence, no matter how advanced, is never truly perfect? It is a simulation of reality, and simulations always have boundaries. The fans have been whispering about this for weeks. The idea that a simple AI program could flawlessly destroy a massive conglomerate without leaving a single digital fingerprint is a hard pill to swallow. In the real world, AI leaves artifacts. It leaves them natural lighting in photos, synthetic cadences in audio, and microscopic coding errors in generated text. Until now, the writers have glossed over this reality, treating Victor's AI as an omnipotent magic wand, but that is about to change. Imagine the four of them, Lily, Devin, Nate, and Holden huddled around glowing laptop screens in the dead of night, the blue light reflecting in their exhausted, bloodshot eyes. They are poring over the massive data dump of emails that Christine Romalotti is using to build her case. Christine, bless her heart, is a brilliant lawyer, but she is looking at the narrative, not the code. She is looking at the what, not the how. But Holden is going to look deeper. And this is the part that kept me awake at night, anticipating the exact moment the illusion shatters. Holden is going to find the flaw. Something that few people notice is that AI struggles with the chaotic, nonlinear reality of human timestamps and metadata. Perhaps Holden will notice a date format that contradicts the server's internal clock. Perhaps he will find a string of code buried in the header of an email that proves it was generated by a known AI language model rather than typed by a human hand. Or maybe, just maybe, he will find the digital signature of the exact program Victor purchased to create this mess. Whatever it is, it will be a microscopic anomaly, a single pixel out of place in Victor's grand masterpiece. When Holden points to the screen, when his finger traces that impossible error, the entire room will freeze. The realization will wash over them like a tidal wave. Victor Newman faked it all. By discovering this AI glitch, Holden is going to do something monumental. He is not just going to provide the key to exonerating Cane Ashby. He is going to save Malcolm Winters' life. In that singular moment of digital brilliance, Holden will prove his worth. He will earn the deep, unshakable respect of Devin and Nate. He will prove, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that he is a true Winters, fighting with everything he has to protect his blood. But let us whisper about the darker side of this revelation, because the fallout is going to be absolutely apocalyptic. What happens when the great and powerful Victor Newman is finally outsmarted? Victor has spent his entire life crushing his enemies under his heel, believing himself to be untouchable. The revelation that his flawless AI was cracked by a newcomer like Holden Novak is going to be a devastating blow to his massive ego. It means Victor Newman will have lost a battle, and he will have lost it publicly, embarrassingly, and catastrophically. And what about Victoria? Oh, this is the part that is truly terrifying. Did you know that knowingly submitting false evidence to a district attorney is a severe federal crime? Victoria Newman, in her absolute arrogance, marched into Christine Romalody's office and handed her a hard drive full of lies. When Holden and Lily bring the proof of the AI forgery to the police, the investigation is going to violently pivot. Christine Romalody, a woman who prides herself on absolute legal integrity, is going to realize she was played for a fool by the Newmans. The fury of the district attorney will be unmatched. Victoria could face charges of perjury, obstruction of justice, and fabricating evidence. The very weapon she used to try and lock Phyllis Summers in a cage is about to become the lock on her own cell door. The irony is so thick, it is almost suffocating. The Newman Empire, which thought it was using the future of technology to secure its legacy, will be brought to its knees by a single, overlooked line of code. We are so addicted to this narrative because it proves that no one, not even Victor Newman, is a god. It proves that the desperate love of a daughter like Lily, combined with the sharp eyes of a brother like Holden, can tear down the most expensive lies money can buy. So keep your eyes glued to the screen, listen closely to every line of dialogue, and watch the background carefully. The digital house of cards is about to collapse, and the sound it makes will echo through Genoa City for years to come.